We've learned about different techniques to utilize when it comes to stress management, but now it's time to put those skills to the test and practice those skills by doing a couple of short exercises all together. So the first thing I want to go over is managing stress. So these are some helpful techniques. Maintain a sense of humor, exercise regularly, get enough rest, eat a well-balanced diet, do some relaxation exercises, use support systems, and manage your time properly. So now that we've gone over that, I just wanted to go to the next page, which is reactions to stress. So, situation 1, you had a major fight with your best friend. So you're just gonna go through and explain how the situation made you feel, what your response would be, and why you think that is an effective or ineffective response to stress. And then we can go through the paper and go over it after together.
So, for acting out, what are you writing?
So, for
Would it be
acting out,
would it be like yelling?
right? So, what's your reaction like to what's happening? You guys are done with the first scenario. I want to hear your responses.
Oh, so I just created one. Because it said you had a major fight with your best friend, and it's like,
Yeah.
what was the topic? I just created one. Cheated on my boyfriend. Of
Okay.
course. Yelling out and screaming, which is completely ineffective because that's not going to take us anywhere.
Right.
I mean, talking over it, of course, is much better, but I mean, with the emotions,
Emotions are heightened.
1000%. It's like you act
You react in the
impulsive.
moment.
Yeah, and in the moment. So the best ways to talk about it, one-to-one, maybe in an environment where there's other people, so they can see us react like
Right.
normal civilian society. So yeah.
In a more controlled manner in situations.
Yeah.
How about you, Rita?
So, I wrote down yelling as well, but I also wrote down distancing myself.
Okay.
I think that's also not a very good way of dealing with your stress or with an issue,
Right. So why would you think that's ineffective?
because it doesn't solve anything.
It doesn't solve it, right?
Still hold on to
It kind of festers the problem a little bit more, right?
Exactly.
And then there's no solution. So after discussing, what would be an effective way that you could go about the situation?
So like I said, maybe communicating properly, maybe having a mediator there.
Right.
Yeah.
Someone to kind of navigate the
Yeah,
situation.
yeah.
Someone who's like unbiased in
Yeah.
the situation. For sure, I agree.
Great. Okay, and let's move on to situation number 2. You have an important exam coming up. You've been studying very hard. Classmate who does not put much effort into schoolwork asks for tutoring. How do you feel about that?
I think it's important to help people, but you're taking away from your time to focus on this exam, and they should have been putting more effort into their work. I mean, we're all responsible for ourselves, but of course, we should be kind enough to help people. Maybe just set a time, be like, listen, I'm going to sit with you only for an hour.
Yeah.
I'm going to guide you and I'm going to help you, but the rest is on me because I have to take care of myself as well.
Exactly.
Of course, I care for you, but maybe lecture them and tell them to be
Yeah.
more responsible. I know it's
Care
not
about
our place,
yourself a
but
little more?
yeah.
Exactly.
yeah.
How about you, Rita?
Yeah, no, so I totally agree with that. I think you should, when it comes to these examinations, like you should be putting yourself first.
Yeah.
But yes, like Vanessa said, it is important to help people. Maybe carve out a certain amount of time
Yeah.
for that person, like Vanessa said. And also maybe share notes.
Okay.
Oh, that's a good
that's,
one.
That's
Yeah,
a good
that's a
idea.
good
Yeah,
one.
that's a good idea.
Yeah,
It
that's
kind of
great.
helps that person along, and in a way, you're kind of almost studying too for the same
Yeah,
thing.
yeah,
So
yeah.
that's good. Those are good ways to respond to this situation. Those are very effective ways to deal with a stressful situation. So that was great. Okay. So now we're gonna move on to activity number 2, and I've got these cards in the middle of the table. So feel free to just pick one. Alrighty. Read out your scenario.
You had a major blowout with your friend yesterday. Out of nowhere, she appears and starts screaming at you. Something about the fact that you betrayed her. You don't know what she was talking about. She would not listen to you. Now she won't even give you the time of day.
So Rita, what would you do in a situation like that?
Ooh, can I see it?
Yeah.
Friend,
Well, first of all, how would that make you feel?
so that would make me feel like my friend is acting irrationally. So I would probably distance myself a little to give her that time
to calm
Calm
down.
down.
Yeah.
and then approach her saying, do you want to talk about this?
Right. That's a very mature
Yeah.
response. That's really great.
I do the same thing too. Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, Rita.
Okay. Scenario 3. You and your boyfriend have been dating for 6 months. You really care for him a great deal, but you aren't ready for such a serious relationship. You have a lot of friends and you enjoy spending time with them. Your boyfriend, on the other hand, wants you to spend all of your time with him. He's always giving you the third degree about where you have been and when you are not with him.
Never heard of that. Third degree.
The third degree, like, he's giving it to you. Like, come on, where were you? Why'd you go
I
there?
see,
I
I
wasn't
see.
with you. Why'd you take
Guilt
so
trip.
long?
Mhm.
Exactly.
Okay, so
How
that's-
would you respond?
For sure. So we've been dating for 6 months.
Mhm.
Our relationship he's taking it very seriously. Of
Yeah.
course, I have a lot of friends. I'm very social. So we spend all the time. Okay, of course I care for him.
Mm-hmm.
But then again, I mean, I love my friends too. I mean, there has to be some sort of a balance. We have to have respect for each other. We have to respect. There has to be boundaries too. I'm not attached to the husband.
Exactly.
Of course, I'll respect his feelings,
Mhm.
but I definitely talk to him about it and be like, talk to him about like how I feel, and he is.
So
I'm not really.
if he were to, come down on you for something like that, how would you respond to that situation?
Of
in the
course,
moment?
sometimes in the moment it's kind of like you respond impulsively, but of course, I'd have to really just calm down. And if I don't want to react impulsively, I have to really think about what I'm gonna say to him, how I'm gonna respond, because that can trigger other things which I don't want
Yeah.
to escalate. I would try to talk to him calmly and communicate as effectively and tell him how I feel. I want to know how he feels and why he feels that way, and talk to him how I feel, and try to maybe
Come to a
calm.
middle ground.
Yeah.
Yep. Great.
Yeah.
Those are all really great responses. So thank you guys. Alrighty, so we're gonna move on to the final stress evaluation. So, okay, then question number 1. Which of the following statements about stress is true? A, the busier a person is, the more stress he or she will experience. B, studying for exams is always stressful. C, what is stressful for one person may not be stressful for another. Or D, all of the above.
Honestly, it's like I feel like they're all of them, but C resonates the most with me because what is stressful for one person may not be stressful for another. Like for an exam,
For
she could be like, yeah, like I went to every
it was
class,
a
like,
breeze.
and the busier person is, some people love it. They don't get stressed.
Exactly.
Some people,
Some people thrive under pressure,
yeah. So it's very like it depends on the person.
Definitely.
So it's like really, it's all the above, but mostly I'd say C for me. Person that resonates more.
Great. And how about you, Rita? What do you
Yeah,
think?
I think I would say D. I think they all can be very stressful in their own ways.
Right. Great. Okay, question number 2. Which of the following is a good example of the alarm phase of the fight or flight response? So A, you can feel the adrenaline pumping as you run across the street. B, you hear footsteps behind you as you're walking home one night. C, you can feel the tension leaving your body after making it across the street. Now just to reiterate from the last bit of the lesson that we talked about, the fight or flight response is what happens to you in the situation when you become stressful. It's either your body's preparing to stay or fight, or you want to get out of there as fast as you can. So it's kind of that last minute decision you make to protect yourself. So what do you guys think?
What does it mean by the alarm phase?
So that's the oh my god, what do I do in that situation? So it's
Like
either I
trigger
stay
you,
in,
yeah.
I stand my ground, or I
think
want to
all
get
of
out of
them.
there as fast as
I
possible.
think all of them. But adrenaline, I'd say, is, I think all of them, because if you walk in your footsteps, you get scared, and it's like, who's
Right.
behind me? You get paranoid, and it's like, okay, I gotta walk faster.
Exactly what it is. So your adrenaline kicks in during the fight or flight response, kind of courses through your body, and you go,
Mhm.
okay, I need to make a decision.
I think all of
Yeah.
them.
Yeah, I would say all of them too. But C resonates with me more, I guess.
Right, like that sense of relief
Yeah.
when you feel like you got away from a threat.
Weight off of your
Yeah,
shoulders.
for sure. Like you're safe,
Mhm.
100%. So, explain to me. We can just verbally go through this. Why do you guys think it's important to be aware of your stress-related symptoms?
I personally think it's important because you learn about yourself.
Yeah.
You know what works and what doesn't work with you.
Mhm.
You also you can reflect on what stressed you out and how you can approach it in a better way,
Right.
where it can be better for that person and for yourself.
Right, some more healthy methods.
Yeah.
It's all learning experiences, right?
Yeah, I was gonna say the same thing too. You learn more about yourself, as Rita was saying. And just when you learn more about yourself, you learn about how you can better deal with that stress and not let it affect you in negative ways, because stress generally affects us mostly in a negative way. Hair loss, weight gain, weight loss, breakout, just mental health. So yeah.
All right, and to end off, why do you guys think, describe in your own words, why some stress is good,
Because it helps you stay on track of things.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. It kind of drives you.
Yeah.
So I do agree with that. I also think stress can be good because it shows you what you value in some ways.
Okay, yeah,
So-
that's a really good
So,
point.
so if you're stressed because your relationship with your
Right.
best friend isn't the greatest,
Because you probably really care.
exactly.
Right.
So to go to that, to realize the root of that issue,
Right.
always helps you to deal with the stress a little better. It's like I care for that person.
Yeah.
Maybe my
It kind of
approach,
Mhm.
I need to work
lets
on
you
that.
know how much effort to put into a given situation,
Mhm.
depending on how much it's stressing you out, which
Exactly.
is really nice. Okay, great. Thank you guys for participating.